Okay guys, today on the copper catcher, we're gonna tear into these. I've got like 100 of these to do. So I'm gonna tear into a couple of them, then I'm gonna stick you guys on time lapse, kind of show you what's in them. They take a special bit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's actually not, it's 5-sided. It's not an Allen bit and it's not a star bit. I had to buy these. So they are a special bit, but we're gonna knock out all these. There's a circuit board in here. I'll show you guys on the first couple. So let me get you on my head and we're gonna just start tearing these things apart. Okay guys, I've got 100 of these. I mean, I've got boxes and boxes of them. I've got some more aluminum wire in. I got a strip. I've got all the wiring harnesses that go with all this, which as I go into different things, I'll show you what's in them. But I got a ton of these to break down and separate out. I got a ton of motors, more motors I got to tear apart. I've got these I got to tear apart. These are steel outer, but all the inside is all aluminum. So they come out like that. And then this is all trash, of course. But I've got, I think, 15 of those in there. So we got to cut them apart, tear them down. They should come apart pretty easy. I haven't done them yet, but we do have to work on those. So I've got a ton of scrap I got to get done. So I'll try to bring you guys along with me. I did get me a new gun. Bought me a new one. The it's actually the fuel one. This is the cheaper one. They didn't have any of these, or I'd have bought this one because it's way cheaper than this one. But this one has a few different settings on it down here that you can use to slow it down, speed it up, whatever. And I did get a new high output battery for this to see if it makes my choppers any stronger. I don't know if it's going to or not, but that's on a different note. So I've checked all these. They are, all this stuff on here is all aluminum. I don't know how the fastest and easiest way it is going to be to tear these apart. So I'm just going to bring you guys along with me on this journey. That's what it is. I think I got to put them up. Yep. And I have checked these. These bolts are not, they're made out of aluminum or something. I actually ground the end of my finger last night trying to check them. So I don't know what they're made out of. It doesn't spark. It's not brass. I'm assuming it's some kind of aluminum. These plates are all aluminum, so we're just going to throw them all in the bucket. But I got a whole bunch of them to do. These all have, they have that plate on there. They got 4 screws in the corners. That's aluminum. That's the reason I'm doing this, is because this thing is all cast. They're all cast. And because I have 100 of them, it's going to add up. There's a battery in here, which I don't know if I can utilize these possibly on something or in something for something. I'm not sure, but they're all 100 or 1500 milliamps and 6.4 volts. So if you hook these up, you get, you know, 6-volt bank, or if you hook them positive to negative, you can get 12 volt, 24 volt, 48 volt, however you want to set them up. I haven't tore into these yet. I'm going to keep these because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But none of them are swelled up that I have found yet. So we're just going to take and make a box for them as well. I probably need something about that size. So let me see what I got here. We'll use this gray box right here. I'm gonna keep a bunch of these milk tote carts too for my propane tanks, so when I haul them to the place to get them refilled, they don't fall over. So we're just gonna throw these down here for now. Let's see here. Those are plastic. That's a plastic cover. Yeah, that's a plastic cover. Then we have one screw back here. That's all plastic. They have pretty nice boards in them, and you guys might be able to tell me otherwise. Some of you guys out there. I'm not sure what these chips and stuff are that are in here. I've popped one apart. They have a little SD card slash thing right here from AT&T. What these were was, I didn't just clarify that. They're ELDs for semis. I had one of my brothers works on semis, one of my stepbrothers, he works on semis, and they replaced the whole fleet. So that's what they come out with. They were going to throw them in the dumpster, so he brought them home to me to part out. But I've got boxes and boxes of wiring harnesses and whatnot. And you guys might be able to tell me more on, I'm mainly going after the cast aluminum on them. Now there is a couple small Phillips screw heads, like smaller than anything I got on these boards down in here. I couldn't get it apart yesterday, so I jaws a life one of them to see if I could get it out of there and see what it was in there and whether it was worth it. And from what I found, I mean, they're pretty nice boards. I don't know what level grade they are. I'd say mid grade. I wouldn't call them upper grade, but I also wouldn't call them low grade either. They also have this board in there, which I'm assuming this is like a memory stick, is what I would guess that to be. Yeah, 120 gigabytes. They got a little memory stick in there. But I do have a bunch of them, and I'll set them up and run them all, basically run them all at one time. That's why I got them set up the way I do, but I wanted to show you guys what was in one of them. This is all aluminum. There's quite a bit of cast aluminum in them, or I wouldn't be messing with them. This is the board that has the little screws in it. So we're just going to tear that off. But I don't know. It's got a lot of gold on it, guys. I don't know what quality of that pops out. And it looks like a little SD card, but they're not. It's like a little memory chip, like what would go in your phone. In it. So I've been just throwing them in there. They're gold coated on the back. And this is another little chip you can unscrew off of there. But it's got a few little flat backs on the back of it and stuff. and I may have to just get them all down to this point and get me a Phillips for down here, because it's a tiny little Phillips. Matter of fact, I may have one upstairs. Let me get back to you guys. All right, guys, I had a little tiny screwdriver up there from my drone rebuild kit that I bought. Let's see if it'll fit these. It fits them, but boy, are they tight. Okay, we're gonna take it. It might screw it up, but we're gonna take it and chuck it up in this drill. Because I got too many of them. There we go. Then we have this board here, which I don't know. It's got gold plugs and gold fingers and a little heat sink. This, I did pop this off. This is a copper coated plate, and this is like the crystal. It's like a crystal IC chip or whatever you want to call it. Other than that, that's about it. And of course I will take these apart in stages, guys. I won't be doing this like this. I'm just showing you on the first one. So we got a little board, a little bit of wire, throw that in there. I don't know if this is something that I need to do. You guys tell me. They're not going to go anywhere. They're going to be here for a while. So I'm not going to get rid of them anytime soon. So we got like a pile of them in here that I did last night messing around with them. I'm going to take all these memory sticks and all, and you guys will see the rest of them boards. We're going to throw them in here. They do have some gold fingers on some of the parts. This is the crystal chip that is on that one board. I don't know, and I don't think they're worth really anything from what I can understand when it comes to it, but that's it. Now that I got all the tools set here and ready to go, let's get another one here real quick. Pull that off. Pull that out. I think that's the only one that's that size. And I'll chuck this up in the other drill too. There's the battery. And that's all plastic, I think. I don't even have to take that. Yeah, I don't even have to take that center thing out. And that's all plastic. So, no battery. We really don't have to take the battery cover off either, so we don't have to do that either. Straight tip here, here. I could probably get away without doing the black ones. One more right there, and one more right here. Fold that over. There's that. Cast, cast. I know these are memory sticks. If they are, they're going in a different box. But for now, I'm throwing them in there. And there we go. Completed. Plastic guard off. Nope, that ain't where that needs to go. We're gonna throw the wire harnesses in here. I actually got a tote over there for them. We'll throw them in there. Cut that one off. That's what we're left with. I don't know if I should be taking that out too. That little chip, I guess that could go in as a memory stick as well. I don't know, I'm gonna undo it just because. And I'm gonna send them like that. Okay guys, let me get you up here on the wall. Okay guys, this is what we got out of those first ones. All them batteries, got a little bit of wire, got a basket full of boards. Go over here. All that cast box full of memory. And this cast bucket over here. Okay guys, these are the new boards that I'm going after. Ain't much in there. There's a little bit in there. I can show you one. I tore apart a couple. They're down in there. And but there's a little bit on them. I mean, they're a board. But I got a little bit done over here. I've been trying to figure out the best way to do these. And these screws are not coming out very easy at all. These 4 screws in the back, here, 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 and here, you can get 2 or 3 of them out. Like this one, I got 2 out on this one, but these 2 I cannot get out. This one I got 3 out on that one. So what I've been doing is going in the side of them and cutting them with the cutoff wheel, which is actually probably faster even than unscrewing them, but I'm trying to unscrew them because it does make it easier to take apart. But they're little GPS boxes is what they are, and you guys might be able to tell me if they're worth more than what I'm getting out of them for scrapping. But they got some gold fingers on them, both sides. Then they got the little GPS sending unit, receiving unit in the top of them, and that's porcelain, but it's stuck in there. It's stuck on the back, so you just got to pop it off there with some glue. But I've been saving them separate because I don't know, but I'm just going to take them separate because I don't know. That's how I've been getting into them, but I've got literally a whole box of them to go through. So I'm trying to take the screws out because it is the fastest way, but plus it stinks when I cut through that plastic with the cutoff wheel, but it does work pretty good. But I notice I'm scarring some of the boards too when I cut through them. Like that one. I cut through it and took all the gold fingers right off of it. But there's copper in the center of the boards. So alright guys, this is what we ended up with. There's a few stragglers here and there, but I gotta work on that had screw problems or strip bolts or whatever, but that's what we ended up with. And Nicole's over here. She's cutting pigtail ends off. Box there. Got some gold ends there. I got some more stuff there to tear down, but I don't know if I'm going to do them because they don't have much of a circuit board in them. There's some stuff mixed in these boxes a little bit that we'll have to deal with, but we got a tote of wire from it as well, which we still got these boxes to go through. But that's pretty much it. That's going to be the end of that one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, enjoy our wild America.